All right. Good morning. I might be sounding a little groggy because I had a late morning today. But real quick, looking at the news, we got futures flat. They're talking about Russia. Been watching that all night. That's all that they're really looking at. Rising rates. And really, that seems to be the focus. They have this new omicron variant that combines, or this new Delta variant combines omicron and Delta. But I think that everybody's kind of bored with COVID, so I'm kind of thinking this is going to be a non-event. But I guess we shall see. And really, nothing's come of it. They found 25 cases in Cyprus, and it's a combination of Delta and Omicron, and the vaccine works against both. So I mean, basically, we're going to keep getting variants. I mean, you keep getting these wackos who are insisting everybody should get vaccinated, but unless we vaccinate the poorest countries in the world, we're still going to get these mutations, and vaccinations don't aid in suppressing transmission. So all you're doing is protecting yourself. So I think everybody has that right to make their own decision. Me personally, I'm vaccinated, but it's a risk reward sort of thing. Um, I'm in my 50s. I earned myself a heart attack, so I figured, what the hell, I ought to take the vaccine. I mean, the risk of me growing a set of gills as opposed to COVID whacking me out, um, the vaccine made sense to me. I mean, I'm not doing the booster because we have memory cells, we have T cells, and we have those for a reason, and that's how viruses work for the past 10 million years. I mean, I've had the exposure, my body remembers it. I don't need to keep the antibody swimming through my bloodstream. My body needs to be able to produce it when it gets infected. I get some symptoms, I chill out a week, I let my body do what it's got to do. It has the blueprints for the antibodies, and away we go. So I just don't buy into the hype of all the boosters and everything like that. So that being said, I don't know how much of an effect that's going to have, the new virus, but we're going to watch it. We're going to see. I don't think it's going to tank the market like it did in November when we first were made aware of Omicron. This one, Deltacron, they combined them more than meets the eye. Now we're fighting transformer viruses. Okay, so today, not much going on in the news. Consumer inflation, it's forecasted at 6.1. Previous was 6. I mean, if it comes in hot, that might affect the market a little bit. That might push it down. But we're looking at them raising interest rates. Now, you know what the fear is going to be? That they're too slow. And they've been too slow. So that's where your market risk is. And at 10 o'clock, we have a Powell testimony. So the markets are flat right now, and that's probably why everybody's just waiting to see what Powell says. Hopefully, it comes in a little dovish and gives the market a little boost. I want to see it just trade within this range. That would be fine. 600 to 700. Let it consolidate here a while, build a good foundation, and then I think that it could get ready for another move up. So anyway, that's theory. Let's look at the market. Trying to get some coffee in me too while I'm talking. So quick look right at the dailies, and I mean, from the last high to this high, you're starting to see a little momentum, a little move up. Immediately, we still have a pretty strong move down, and we broke this trend line that I was tracking on the momentum, which is a little uncomfortable. But I do believe that 626 is our target. But we do have a risk at about 550. There's a gap down there that we may be heading to fill. I would hate to see that happen. I think that's going to squeeze a lot of people out and hurt them, and so we're going to keep our eye on that. But I guess we have to wait and see what Powell says today. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised with a little consolidation, although we're flat right now. We're going to open flat where we close, a little consolidation, and then we could trigger a flag because, a consolidation would turn this into a flag. I really don't. I mean, you can call this a flag, but I don't really consider it a flag until we get a retrace from a low. And we have this low here, and then this low here, and this low is lower. So we need a higher low, and that would be a flag. So I'm watching out for that today. It could be the case, and I'm kind of feeling that's what's going to happen. But if Powell is positive, then we could go up and maybe look for. I mean, we would still be in the trend, and if we go up, we could look for a higher high. Or if we get a higher low, it could enter us into consolidation. But we did break back into this pennant that we were tracking. So we broke out of it, made this topping pattern here, and then came back inside of it. So lots to watch. But today's flat, and there's a lot on the horizon to motivate it. If you look at the 240s look like they're getting ready to turn. The momentum is kind of fading out a little bit, and we might see this roll over. But again, we'll open flat. This was a flag right here that triggered, and then we had an inside bar. So we're still in that bear flag, and it is possible that it'll happen. We would have to break the high of 718 in order for that 240-minute flag to be considered a failed bear flag. And we know once a flag fails, it very well could become a bullish play. And if we look at the weekly, that's a pretty big down bar. And usually after we get a big down bar on the weekly, it follows up with another big down bar. Very interesting. I mean, we come down to our 20-day, we're talking about 575. I think that might be what's going to play out here. Let's have a quick look at the futures. So the futures on the daily at the moment are already showing a slight roll in the momentum. But you really can't judge that bar until the bar's closed. 600 might be the target on that. So maybe 610, 626 might be a good number, man. That might be our target. 60 minutes look flat. 30 minutes look bearish. Feeling bearish. Yeah, it might just be flat until we hear from Powell, and then we'll know more once Powell starts talking. So you might want to sit on your hands if you're trading. Just sit on your hands for Powell. Exxon is doing very well. Viacom took off. Still moving. I hope everybody got in time. If anybody took an interest in that security. I mean, it just looks like it's pushing up, and we're just gonna let it go. You got a little bit of a topping on the head and shoulders. You might be able to pick it up a little bit cheaper than this. Tesla. Tesla is very interesting. Getting beat up with the tech story, but still, an automobile company. So it depends on how you want to look at it. Automobile to tech. Um, so got a little exposure down to 950. So you're looking at about 100 points from here. But I mean, in the long run, I think you're going to make money. TBT grinding its way up. As interest rates go up, TBT will follow. Good long term, like I said, I'm actually raising my target from 22 to 28 to 25 to 28. And nobody's interested in going through all of them, right? Costco is doing all right. I like Costco. Bank of America, I've been screaming about for quite some time. They're doing well. They're going to reap the benefit of interest rates going up. I like AMD. And I always, Costco. I like Costco very much. Been talking about it for a while. Not doing the best that, well, I think I've been talking about it since November. But this looks like good buying opportunity right here. Always a big fan of Disney, the Diz. Honeywell is one that I like and been talking about buying it on dips. Honeywell and NVIDIA. I'm a big fan of NVIDIA, but they're going to get beat up in the tech wreck. But again, good security to buy on dips. Maybe you can get it another $12 cheaper from here, but I think that'll probably be your best price. Aberdeen Platinum. The ETF that tracks platinum, which I think will reap the benefits of car sales once production picks up again. And Virgin Galactic, I like Virgin Galactic, man. I mean, these guys are just doing business for NASA and running cargo out to space stations and dropping satellites. And they're starting their commercial end, the private sector, which I don't think is going to be a real big money maker for quite some time. But I think it's more a marketing tool. But I think that the projects for governments and services for governments is going to be a very big industry in the next 4 or 5 years. And I think slowly the commercial end, the private sector will roll around. So keep an eye on that. That's actually long term. That's for your kids. Sock that thing away, drop it into your inheritance. We talked about TVT. We talked about Viacom. I like Verizon. Should be a close to 5.5% dividend right now. So still outperforming bonds. Good investment if you're down for the dividend. And XOM. For me, Exxon Mobil's at the high end. I usually trade this between 55 and 70. And when I say trade, I usually invest in it around 65 and 55 and 70. Around 55, you're getting like 6 and change dividend. Around 70, the dividend drops off, usually floats back down. You just had an opportunity not too long ago to get into it at $60. So anyway, that's my long spiel. My short spiel is we're watching out for the Feds and we're watching the SPX. We're going to have some volatility with the interest rates, and we'll see how everybody reacts to this omicron variant, this new Delta variant, or this new COVID variant. It's making front page on CNBC, but I don't think anybody's really going to pay much attention to it. I think it's going to be all about the interest. And again, this morning we have an inflation indicator, and then we have some words from Powell, I believe, tomorrow at 10. So anyway, that's my spiel, man. Hit the subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. I appreciate all the support I've been getting. Keep an eye on me. I'm looking to start trading during the day and streaming. Everybody who's with me understands my issue, but at the very least, I'm in the hurricane belt right now. So I'm going to throw the boat up on the hard. I'm going to head up into the mountains when during the spring to avoid the hurricanes, and I'll definitely stream from the mountains. So I appreciate all the support. Everybody, be calm and cool. Be at peace when you trade, and good luck trading.